Resident Evil 4 is cherished for many reasons. For starters, the game has great characters, from Leon to Wesker, and from Lewis to Ashley. All are great in their own way, but there is one character so smooth and dangerous, she even gives Leon a run for his money. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Ada Wong. Ada's return in Resident Evil 4 is arguably one of the best surprises of the whole game. Although she appeared to be dead in Resident Evil 2, Ada Wong made her mysterious return in Resident Evil 4 as a person of interest for Leon and for others. Her return was a surprise for us all, except Leon. It would appear Leon had information regarding Ada sometime before his mission. Why do I say this? Well, see for yourself.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
The original encounter is a bit dry in my opinion by lacking the emotional connection most would have. There's no doubting, both are badass and flawless. So having them engage up close and personal seems pretty logical. Rather than having Leon show his happiness for seeing Ada after all these years, Capcom decided the Macho Man route instead. This decision makes perfect sense due to the fact Leon is no longer a rookie cop, but a badass, confident agent, plus he's aware Ada's no saint. All that being said, Ada's and Leon's Resident Evil 4 Remake encounter should have more emotional impact, by creating a bond between Ada and Leon as we traverse through the game. I don't think we'll have the same old Leon, and I think the same for Ada. In Resident Evil 2 Remake, we witnessed the emotional connection grow from their first encounter up until their last. Going into Resident Evil 4 Remake, that connection will remain, so it will be interesting to see their new encounter this time around. Both characters are different now, and with the darker approach from Capcom, I think their encounter would be more relaxed and civil, and not so flashy like the original. So what brought Ada to Spain in the first place? Ada is sent by Albert Wesker to Spain to retrieve a sample of Las Plagas, the main virus in Resident Evil 4. Separate Ways is an additional story mode where we play as Ada Wong and see the story from her point of view. Ada was there the whole time, behind the scenes, aiding Leon whenever she can and slaying pawns along the way. Ada's return combined with Capcom's new action approach led to amazing slow motion action scenes. Not even 5 minutes into the village, and she's already showing she, too, has been training since the events of Raccoon City. Her main objective is to obtain a sample of Las Plagas, and the person responsible for getting her the sample is Louis Serra, a scientist who worked with Sadler and would later encounter Leon. There is a theory Louis was a friend of John. Yes, from the John Ada password in Resident Evil. Ada met Louis through John, and the theory comes from this scene here.
To an old friend from college. He must have thought his friend was still alive. At any rate, that's how I managed to find him.
Whenever playing through Leon's story, Las Plagas isn't explained much. However, in Separate Ways, we are offered more detailed information about Las Plagas. And by the way, adding Separate Ways into the main story of Resident Evil 4 Remake isn't going to be acceptable Capcom. Don't worry though, this will be addressed in another video down the line. Subscribe now to be the first to see it. Returning back to why Ada is in Spain, her objective bears much weight on her. Yes, she was sent by Wesker, but more importantly so, by the organization. An evil organization we still don't know much about today. Perhaps in Resident Evil 9 we will. Ada must prove herself to them. Wesker had to too in Resident Evil. Basically, I'm saying they're a big deal. The pressure isn't there just for Ada, but for Wesker as well. Wesker was not playing around with this mission, as you can see here.
And that US government lapdog, Leon. If you do happen to encounter him, put him out of commission. We can't let him interfere with our plans. Have you had a chance to eliminate Leon?
Not yet.
Now.
Once he gets Ashley back, his job will be finished. He'll no longer be a factor.
No, I'm leaving Leon to Krauser. Time is almost up.
Krauser's dead.
Really? Leon doesn't die easily. That's fine. We can use him to clean up Sadler for us. We'll let them fight it out. Neither one of them will manage to come out unharmed.
Easier said than done.
Either way, it's your job to clean up what's left of them when the fight is over. Don't forget who is running the show. Whatever happens, we can't let either of them live to see tomorrow. Our goal is to retrieve the sample. Take out anything that might interfere with our plans.
Based off all this information from the original Resident Evil 4, it will be interesting to see how different the remake will be. Will Ada and Leon's reunion have a more emotional impact? Will Separate Ways return as its own separate mode? Will there be more story between Ada and Louis? And most importantly, will Ada Wong remain the same badass we all know and love? All of these questions and more will be answered next year. Are you ready? I am. And remember, survive the horror with Purple Herb. Sayonara.